up, everyone? Welcome back to Baldmanreacts Coheed and Cambria, Unheavenly Creatures, the second single off the forthcoming Coheed and Cambria record. I did the first single a couple of weeks ago, and I've done some other Coheed and Cambria stuff to include a full reaction for Second Stage Turbine Blade. For those of you that are new to my videos on Coheed and Cambria, I'm just finally discovering this absolutely incredible and amazing band. And I've been having the fortune of being able to take all of you wonderful people along for the ride with me while I check it out. This is the first time I'm hearing the track, so it is going to be my initial impressions of it. Like with any Coheed and Cambria video or song, it is impossible to catch everything in a single listen. There is a lot of depth to what these guys are doing. So I'm going to comment on what I pick up on in the first one. And of course, when the record comes out and I get a full video on it and a full actual thorough review, there will be more. But this is just the initial. I'm looking forward to it. So without further ado from me, let's get into the music, shall we? The band is Coheed and Cambria. The track is Unheavenly Creatures. And here we go. I love those 8-bit Nintendo-like video game music tones here. It's a really cool touch. And the nerd in me is coming out. Mikey is hanging out in force. Really phenomenal vocal here to open this. His voice flows so smoothly over this passage. Really like those vocal harmonies. I like the way it's building. I like how heavy and thick that kick tone is. It's really nice to hear a kick tone that big. Drum sound is fantastic. Really well mixed. It sounds like a coherent kit. It's huge. I love how the bass is locked in with that snare. The chorus vocal is fantastic. Got those pop sensibilities locked in with that slightly proggy accent feel to it. It's really catchy. I like the way that dropped back out, back in. Really intricate riff with some really cool lead guitar accents behind it. Bass player is doing some slightly intricate work as well. He's not just playing the root. He's adding his own accents to it. Nice little effect on Claudio's vocals there. I like the shift the bass player is doing where he's plucking the note and then he's playing it a little bit more smooth as the chorus progresses. Hear it right there as he's thumping the note and then he's letting it stay and ring there. Again, I like that vocal work he's doing. A little break in that voice, different pieces of his voice he's using. That's a different instrument, the track. Really nice falsetto that he smoothly flows in and out of there. Got an amazing falsetto. Really like that riff with the big guitar accents there. I also like how prevalent the bass is. It's just a great feel. This whole chorus is gigantic. It's such a huge hook that just grabs you. Really like that melodic guitar accent back there. like the way those electronic tones have evolved in the track. They've really added a great background. Oh, that's a very slick riff. They were barely in there. Wow. That was absolutely outstanding. That was Coheed and Cambria. The track was Unheavenly Creatures. And as I said in the beginning of the video, there's way too much to take in one listen. There's a lot going on in that track. There's a lot going on in the track. There's a lot going on in the video for the track. Talk about an incredibly immersive experience for the viewer / listener that they have presented. One of the things I love about this band is I love how deep their lyrics are. I love how incredibly well they write their stories and the continuity from album to album. It's so in depth, and it's just an amazing thing to be a part of as a listener. I love concept records, and these guys have such a massive multi-album spanning concept with all the different mediums they're doing, comic books, the videos, the fact that all this stuff ties in and tells these stories so vividly. It's brilliant. And that alone, just the videography and the filming of the video and just how awesome and smooth the video flows alone is worth the watch. Musically, the track is deceptively complex throughout the entirety of it. The 8-bit video game music that's running throughout the entirety of the track is awesome. It's a phenomenal accent. I love how well they work that into the framework of the track. The guitar riffs have some cool stuff going on. The riffs, again, have that subtle complexity to them. There's some really interesting multi-layered atmospheric and accent work going on guitar-wise in the verse and in the chorus. There's phenomenal interplay between the drummer and the bass player. That rhythm section is incredibly tight. In the first part of the chorus, you have the bass player playing along with the snare drum of the drummer. Locked in, he's hitting that string on those snare hits, and he's choking it. And then, about midway through the chorus, it changes up slightly to create that additional mood. Bass player lets those notes ring instead of choking them out. It's a great touch. It certainly makes the song sound that much more fluid, and it's really enjoyable. It's sugary sweet, the entire thing. The vocal lines are so incredibly catchy. The vocals are stellar. The different voices that Claudio is capable of and the way he uses and manipulates them is something that I have truly come to adore about Coheed and Cambria. It takes a really dynamic, really skilled vocalist to pull off what he's able to pull off. And to make all of this complexity and this technicality work in such a catchy, accessible package is the mark of phenomenal songwriting and musicianship. Absolutely incredible. And of course, the lyrics are amazing. I'm going to have to go back and listen to them several times because I just am not capable of catching everything at once. But from what I heard, they're great lyrics. And they're intelligently written. They're more of the story, and it's amazing. And on top of that, it's mixed really strongly. The drum sounds are immense. They're massive. You really get a full sense of the kit. The kick drum sounds humongous. It's got that resonance to it. It doesn't sound heavily triggered or clicky like so many bands fall into these days. The toms have that rich thump to them. The snare has a really nice sound. The cymbals are audible. The bass is mixed where I want it. It's actually driving a little bit more than the guitars are. I like the guitar tones quite a bit, both the rhythm and the lead tones. They're clearly doing a lot of multi-layering to make what they want to make work here. I'm going to be interested to hear how they manage to pull that off live with only two guitar players. But it is the record, and the record's supposed to sound flawless, and it does. It's an absolutely incredible track, and I will certainly give more listens to it because it certainly deserves it. It's a track that's so good and so easily accessible that you could love it on the first listen. At the same time, it's one that I know I will love even more after I hear it 15 or 20 times, and I can really pick up on all the little nuances and the little subtle things going on and truly be able to grasp it that much more. It rewards multiple listens, and that's a fantastic thing about these guys. So, all in all, I love the track. I love the fact that I'm going to go right back to it and listen to it again and continue listening to it just to pick it up, and I cannot wait to get to the rest of the record. I will be getting to the second Coheed Cambria full reaction. It will happen soon. I've got a couple others I want to do as well that are coming up, but I do want to get it up within the next week, week and a half. I'm doing my best. So hopefully that will happen. I also need to get the full review for Second Stage Turbine Blade up as well. Thank you to all of the support. Thank you to all the massive amount of Coheed and Cambria fans that have started supporting the channel. I truly appreciate it. And I'm thankful that you guys are here. Please check out some of their content. I do a lot of stuff from all over the world, and I'd love to have your support for that as well. You might find some stuff that you hadn't heard that you like. Thanks to all of you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you to my law enforcement, military veterans, and first responders for what you do every day. As always, you have been awesome. I have been Baldman. I will see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep headbanging.